What is up, Tree of Life Chiropractic? We are coming to you today with our webinar with our great friend Sara from Rochester's Playbook. If you guys don't remember Sara, we did our webinar last summer on some of our favorite playgrounds based off age and kiddos' needs and likes and preferences. And it's a great video, and you can look at that, I believe, on the videos here or on our website. And check her out on, what's your website?
RochesterPlaybook.com.
RochesterPlaybook.com, previously known as
Rochester Mama.
Rochester Mama. She's also, her whole family are patients here. They've been patients for a while here in the office. Her whole family, they're amazing. You'll often see her once a month around here taking pictures of all the kiddos. And so lots of great stuff. She has a lot of great feedback. And so we're going to be talking about the ways that she can get her kiddos out of the house, out playing. And the reason why that's so important is, one, play and movement outdoors is amazing for our kiddos. It helps with the frontal cortex, which helps with managing emotions. It helps with social cues and social interaction, and so many different things, proprioception and moving the spine. And nowadays, especially during this whole COVID era, these kiddos aren't socializing. They're out playing, moving the way they were before. And so it's really important to make it a priority to get our kids outdoors, playing, exploring, finding new things, and really just enjoying and growing outside. And I think taking advantage of that now, because who knows what's happening this fall. It looks like it may be going a different way. And so we want to make sure our kids are coming first and that we're able to kind of override some of these abilities to get them closed in. And so it's a great topic for right now, and so I'm gonna let you get rolling.
All right. So I know the video title says 3 tips to get your kids out the door to play, but as I was planning this, I realized there's really 2 steps that you need to take to get the kids out. And within those 2 steps, I have 3 tips. So you're actually gonna get 6 tips from me today. So the 2 steps I realized is, 1, you have to get motivated. And there's a lot that goes into that. So I have 3 tips for just getting motivated to go out. And then after that, we have 3 tips for the actual process of getting out the door, which can be very difficult when you have even just 1 kid in tow. So for the motivation piece, for me, what really helped was scheduling a weekly play date with a friend. So if that's a possibility, I highly recommend you text or call a friend and just say, hey, I need to get these kids out, I need to socialize them, so can we plan a weekly play date to get together? If that isn't possible, just get it on the calendar and tell your kids, and they might keep you accountable. Yep. I just found that if I don't have the accountability, I'm more likely to find excuses and just not get outside or go anywhere. So find that accountability partner. Second, the motivation piece. This has been huge for our family, using a tracker. So we use the 1,000 hours outside tracker. And you can easily find this by Googling 1,000 outside tracker. There's a website you can go to, and they have these free trackers, either 100 hours or 1,000 hours, and there's different designs, and they're beautiful. And every time you go outside, you just color in a space for every hour.
So every hour is 1 space. Every
hour is a space. Yep. And it's actually quite difficult. It's based on the idea that you should be out 4 to 6 hours on a good day. Yep. So in the summer, if you're not outside for 6 hours, you might get behind. So it's very difficult, but if you're motivated by goals and challenges, then this is definitely for you.
How far on track are you?
So we're actually behind, and we're at about 520 hours. But I think we'll have I'm hoping for a beautiful fall, and we'll catch up then, because 6 hours.
A little bit of rain lately too.
Yeah, we're blaming the rain.
Yeah.
We get out a lot, and I really thought that I would easily get 1,000 hours, and it's actually a challenge, and it does push us outside, because if I find, oh no, we only were outside an hour today, let's get out and get a couple more on here. So
I love that.
It's extremely motivating. I also created a playground tracker. A lot of people were asking me for a list of playgrounds aside from what's on the website. So I did create a playground tracker, and it's based off of, there's 4 different trackers. There's East Side, West Side, Finger Lake region, and the city. And then there's also a blank one in here.
Where can I find this?
Yes, that's a good question. So if you go to my homepage, RochesterPlaybook.com, you'll see right on the front, you have to sign up for the newsletter, and if you sign up for the newsletter, which I don't even send out newsletters, so it's just a free PDF right now, you'll get an email right to your email for that. And so it's a similar concept, so we have the playgrounds listed by region. You have all the playgrounds there, and then once you check one off, the kids can color in a spot. And I would recommend printing these front and back so you can just flip it over. But you can just color in one spot for every playground you check off, and then there's 50 places.
Love it, that's
50
awesome.
spaces, yeah. So trackers are extremely motivating if you're a list-oriented, goal-oriented person.
Also, not to interrupt,
No,
but
it's fine.
if you have questions, you can comment on the actual video and I'm gonna try to read them. Or if you're watching this on a replay, ask questions and Sarah will jump in and answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So then the third tip for just the motivation piece would be to have a plan. I found that often I would say, oh, the weather looks nice tomorrow, let's go somewhere. But I don't know, the day gets away from you so easily if you don't have that like hard plan. So the website makes that really easy. I actually just recently added this random post generator. It's on the homepage, RochesterPlaybook.com. Scroll down to the bottom, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's all these posts kind of bouncing around, and you can just click one and go there if you're feeling spontaneous. If you want more of a concrete plan, you can go to the Things to Do tab at the very top of the homepage. And there you can filter by your town, your county, or something specific you're looking for, whether it be a playground or a hiking trail or something. So just having a plan, at least the night before, will help you know, okay, in the morning at 10 o'clock we're gonna meet so-and-so here, and this is what we're gonna do.
That's a big one, because I know for Nova and I, you know, the night before, we're like, hey, let's go play, let's go explore, go hike tomorrow. And then the next day comes and we don't have a plan.
Yeah.
And then eventually it's lunchtime and it's like, you know what? We're gonna go out afterwards, and then we end up going playing outside in the backyard, or going the same hike we do every time. So when we want to explore new areas, so I think that's big. Definitely the night before at the very least have that plan. Same thing, you eat breakfast, and then I spend half the morning looking for somewhere, and then by the time I find something, it's lunchtime and then nap time. So definitely get that plan. And also I am on my phone a lot, unfortunately, but if you message me, if you have any questions about where to go, I can definitely help find that. You know, if you're saying like, I want to go to this playground, is there somewhere nearby for lunch? I can probably help with that. We also have Kylie that's helping on social media, so you might talk to her. Okay, now we can get to the getting out the door piece, right? We did the three. What are the three? The three are
three for motivation.
Your first one is scheduling with a friend.
Yes.
So that one is accountability.
Accountability, yes.
Okay. The second one is use a tracker.
Use the tracker. Yep.
And then the third one is plan ahead and prepare beforehand.
Yes, good job. Okay, so we can move on to getting out the door. The first tip might not apply to you, but it is huge for me, so I'm thinking that there's probably others that may relate. For me, I found that if the house is a disaster, I am less likely to leave it. I like to have a clean house before I leave. And so and I kind of still struggle with this, it's a work in progress. But I found that if I minimalize some of the things I have, I am more likely to have a cleanish space so I can feel more comfortable leaving. So actually what I did recently was we got rid of all our extra dishes. Like we have 4 plates, 4 cups, 4 bowls, and so we don't have dishes in the sink. And I can look at my kitchen and say, okay, I can leave this the way it is, it's okay. And that's been helpful. And I'm working on purging the playroom and other areas of the house so I don't feel like there's just stuff all over.
We have about 25 plates, I feel like. So.
Yeah, well, they're in my basement, so I still have them, but they're not in my sink.
Yeah, I got you.
Also, to go with the minimalizing piece is a screen time.
Yeah.
In general, we just kind of cut out screen time and we say Sunday is family movie day, and so my kids aren't asking, can we watch a movie today? And that's been helpful because they know it's not an option, so we have to find something else. But I know that's an extreme jump for some people, so at the very least for us, minimalizing screen time in the morning has been huge. I found for my son, when he was younger especially, watching a show in the morning and then trying to do something after, the transition was horrible. there's like something going on there, and he just could not shut one thing off and go to the next.
Yeah.
So we had to cut screen time out in the morning for sure.
Yeah.
So minimalizing your things and screen time, and also minimalizing my screen time in the morning is huge. I find I get distracted on my phone, and that can really suck up time when we are trying to leave. So
and our kids are watching us. When you tell them no screen time, no TVs, and then you're on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And accountability sucks on that. Right?
Yeah, it does. That's been a work in progress for sure. This is a tip that I'm also working on, but it is huge if you can do it. But trying to pack everything ahead of time before the kids wake up, getting the car packed, getting the lunches packed, and I do recommend packing a lunch or a snack, even if you don't think you're gonna stay that long. The kids might like get really involved in whatever it is you're doing, and you don't want the reason to leave because you don't have food. So packing all that before the kids wake up. A friend of mine said she actually picks out her kids' clothes the night before. And so you don't have that whole struggle the day of, which I need to get on because my daughter is very picky about what she wears, and that can eat up a good 10 minutes.
Yes.
So just having that all laid out ahead of time will help you get out the door faster without so many battles.
Have you ever played around having like a go pack of like all the things needed to go outside already? Like always having.
I've had the thought. I haven't actually done it. Have you?
I have it for camping. I don't have it for playgrounds. So that's one we gotta work on.
Yeah, I mean, I have some stuff just sitting in my car, like ready, like a change of clothes and all that, so I don't have to pack that every time. Yeah. But I definitely need to get on like having all the things, like having pre-packed snacks ready to go before the morning. And then are we on the third one already?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so the third one's a big one. This has been a game changer for us. What we started to do, I sat my kids down and we picked out some upbeat songs that they love, and we created a playlist on Amazon Music. You could do whatever, but we did Amazon Music, and it was about 30 minutes, and then every morning we say, Alexa, play our Let's Get Ready playlist. And we have it hooked up to this loudspeaker, so we blast this music, and during that 30 minutes, the kids have to brush their teeth, make their bed, get dressed, and fold laundry. And we just try to beat the music. And that's been so big. And you can do anything with it. You can say, like, use the bathroom, get your shoes on, whatever it is your kids are struggling with or being slow with, like, add that to the playlist.
Make it fun. Yeah. I love that.
I did find, so we've been doing it for about a year, and my son started to, like, drag his feet with it a couple months ago, and so we stopped doing it. And then I started to feel, like, angst in the morning and not sure what was going on. I'm like, oh, we're not doing our playlist. So I actually sat down and we picked different songs, and we redid our playlist, and he's back into it, and my laundry's folded, and it's great.
So what are your songs?
So Move It, from Madagascar, that's in the middle. So when we hear Move It, we know we have to move it.
I like it,
But we have a bunch in there, and I can drop some links in this video, right? I can do that. Of some songs that the kids really like, and all the other resources I mentioned.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just end with, like, not all of these things will make a huge difference. Like, they might not work for you, it might, but I recommend just trying at least one and just seeing what happens. I think just sticking with one or two and giving it a try for a couple weeks at least, I feel like you'll definitely see a positive change, and you'll see yourselves getting out the door. And once you're out there, it's awesome. There's just so much to explore and have fun with.
And I think taking advantage of the summertime to get outdoors, because if you make that routine now, it'll be easier to stick with in the fall and winter. Yeah. Because even in the winter when it's snowy and cold, our kids need to get outside and be moving.
That is a great point, and that's why those trackers are amazing, because you will not get 1,000 hours outside if you're not going outside in the winter. And that's been huge. I do not like going outside in the winter, but we had a lot of fun hikes and sledding hills and all sorts of things because of that tracker.
And there's great resources too out there in terms of, hopefully, I'm not sure they're actually going, like the Free Forest School and other organizations that are meeting, or using our tribe page. I think we talked about this a little bit. So if you're watching this and you're either a patient or you've been a patient interacting in our office, we have the Tree of Life Tribe. You're always welcome to go on there and either ask for someone who wants to come play and say, hey, I want to get a play date going. I want my kids to hang out and socialize. Anyone else open to hang out this day? You're welcome to post on there anytime you want. Also post on here below of things that you guys do to get outside. Or if you go through her entire website, look at all of her playgrounds and try to find what she hasn't found, comment below.
Oh my gosh, please.
I would love to find a place that she has not been to. So I think that'd be really fun. So try to find a place that she has not been to within how far of a distance from here?
So we try to cover the 9 counties of the greater Rochester area.
Try to get her on something she hasn't been to. I think it'd be fun.
You could do it, yeah. So, I would love that.
We'll add to it. But otherwise, ask questions, comment below. I think you guys probably got some amazing things. I did for sure. I'm gonna take a few of those things and implement them right away. And get outside and play with your kids. You can play too with them, right? And engage and have fun with
absolutely.
it. Make it enjoyable for all you guys. Yeah. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.